your set.
Football player. Make no mistake about it. By the way, it was nice to see Mike Connors and his lovely wife come in the booth.
Always nice to visit.
Especially a great former athlete like I guess we were, huh?
What do you mean former?
We were. That's past tense. That's all I know.
Huh? First and 10 at the 14 for Tampa Bay against Dallas. Isaac Higgins swings out wide to the right. Gordon Jones is to the left. This is Ricky Bell. Bell hit by Mitchell. Knocked out of bounds.
Boy, Tampa's getting good blocking from the outside receivers. Higgins and House and those kids are coming back in and blocking. They're doing it legally. And you can't run the football without those smaller fellows, the sprinters, coming back and being able to block too.
That was Gordon Jones who really got a spectacular block on that last play. And that's becoming sort of a requirement. The wide receivers used to be just dancers. Now they have to be blockers as well.
Flynn Carano limbering up the old soup bone, and does he have a great delivery, huh?
Boy, he's a prospect. Second down for the Bucs. Kevin House splits out wide to the right. Jones again to the left. Eckwood, the ball carrier, hit right at the line of scrimmage by Brunig and Hegman.
And D.D. Lewis, was it? I thought I saw number 50 in there, too, and Waters. They manhandled Randy White by grabbing him, trying to bury him, too. Looked like a wrestler grabbing him. Great coverage by the linebackers. They really put a solid one on him.
I'm looking to see if Danny White is limping or what might be the trouble with him. Carano warming up with Hogaboom.
2 away in the 8th. Just give us an inning and a third.
Doug Williams with confusion takes a Tampa timeout, so remember they'll have 2 left as the fourth quarter winds down. Tampa trails the Dallas Cowboys 21-17.
This Mercedes-Benz is a rather remarkable diesel. This Mercedes-Benz set 9 world records by averaging almost 200 miles an hour for 12 hours. What's even more remarkable, it averaged 14.7 miles per gallon while doing this. Cars like this make cars like these possible. The Mercedes-Benz diesel, engineered like no other car in the world.
We want to make you smile.
Welcome back. I see you brought a friend.
My boss hasn't smiled the whole trip. I'm back.
I think you'll like our beds.
Big room.
Everything all right?
Just fine. Call me for dinner in an hour.
We made him smile.
Come to Holiday Inn where your style sits. We're number 1 people pleasing.
Monday, Lou Grant, the Emmy Award-winning series premieres with an all-new episode. Be sure and watch Ed Asner as Lou Grant, premiering Monday at 10, 9 Central and Mountain.
At Texas Stadium, Irving, Texas, Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire. The Buccaneers down by 4 are back at the other end in the enemy's territory. It's 3rd and 3. Doug Williams just used the timeout. Confidence in this play. Looks wide to the right. Now he gets away from 2 tacklers. Finally throws. Picked off in the end zone by Charlie Waters.
Interception number 2 for Waters and number 2 for the whole Dallas defense.
Jimmy Giles was the intended receiver. A pass that Doug Williams should not have let slip out of his hand.
They were trying to make sure he couldn't do it. Don't throw it, Doug. Don't throw it.
John Dutton.
I didn't know I had. They got me doing things I never thought I could. Feeling good, feeling strong. Heart is something I belong.
The Army can make you feel a lot of ways. Challenged, trained, and proud.
With this time, with these people, with this feeling good.
The Toyota Celica Super is life in the fast lane that's almost beyond belief. But the Super's not the only way to join the fast crowd. There's the now classic sporty Celica GT Coupe and the GT Liftback. And for those who would like a sporty Celica for a little less money, there's the ST, the lowest price Celica. To find out which one's for you, drive a Celica. Then just trust your feelings. A Celica selection.
Earlier, it looked like the quarterback, Williams, was in the grasp of tacklers, and he maybe should have been blown dead, but he managed to sort of keep his way from being tackled, and this time it cost him. There's Charlie, huh? The knee brace is working, huh? The knee brace might be working a little bit.
Must be. That pass, by the way, was intended for Jimmy Giles. It was John Dutton that was pressuring Doug Williams. First down, Dallas, Dorsett, and Newhouse. Back tandem, and it's Tony D behind Rafferty. Good yardage, about 6. Leroy Selman knocked him out of bounds.
What a block by Rafferty, number 64. Sometimes your guards get out in front cleanly and don't block anybody. And Rafferty came out and, you know, it's my body, I will do with it what I want, and he threw a great cross-body block.
Boy, you talk about good players.
Yep.
Ernie Stotner.
Good coach, too. Talking to Randy, huh? Mr. Hustle, number 54.
Ernie Stotner could hurt you in warm-up.
He did.
21-17. Here is White to Newhouse. And the house bounces a couple of times. Leroy Selman is the first man to hit him. And he got some help from David Logan.
What a good demonstration, though.
Larry Bethea. First-round draft choice a couple of years ago. 3 years ago, I guess.
Boy, good defensive play, though. I like it. When one pop and they straighten Newhouse up in 2, 3, 4 in a row, that is good team defense.
New England 27 now. Seattle 17. That's truer to form. First down, Cowboys at their own 30. Clock running 13-20. Left to play in the contest. Dallas 21-17 ahead. White throws high. Drew Pearson.
Oh. Incredible.
Butch Johnson, I'm sorry. It's not Drew Pearson. Butch Johnson.
How did Butch get him down, you know? He's got a fairly small foot. I don't know how he got him back. He did sort of a Fred Astaire number here. Watch this. Oh, that's classy, huh?
Too tall Jones. Hello, Ed.
Keep hustling, big fella.
Did you ever see him fight?
Yes.
The year off he took for boxing.
He's a good football player.
Second down and 3. Dorsett rolls outside the 40. Dave Logan. Anthony Dickerson. And
a little bit of heat now. There might be some people having some cramps and all. You know, it's very hot down there on that rug.
Is that what you do for cramps?
Well, that's one of the things. You know, that's the first call for Kohler we've had today, number 77, Jimmy Cooper. Used to play for Wayne Harden back at Temple, and he's done some job. You know, that's the first time 7-7's been around.
First and 10, Dallas. You saw what the two quarterbacks had done. Clock running with 12 and a half minutes left to play. Here's Dorsett. Scoops around to the outside. He got 5 when he should have had nothing.
Tell me like he's not tough.
Look. He's lucky he didn't get hurt with that tackle out of bounds then. They buckled his knees underneath.
I know it, but this is some little athlete right here, and I'm saying little because at 190 pounds, that is small. And he will put his head down, he will take a rap. He shows up for practice all the time now, too.
Mark Cotney knocked him out of bounds. Aaron Brown again looking over to the sideline for defensive signals from Tom Bass. It'll be second and 5. Dorsett with a 5-yard gain on that last carry. Tony Hill out wide right. Drew Pearson wide to the left. Again, Danny White drops, and again the protection is excellent. That's Timmy Newsom. He might have a first down.
How much time do you need to complete a pass in this league? There's Big John Dutton on the sidelines getting some action, and he likes it. doesn't want to sit on the wood and rust, you know. Good pass protection that time, Patrick. Danny White picked out about 2 or 3 receivers before he made up his mind.
Newsom with that catch enough for another Dallas first down, and they use up the clock. Raphael Septien.
To mind of the game, Ray.
Quite an athlete, by the way. Racquetball player, par excellence. First down at the 48-yard line. In Buck Tech territory, here's Dorsett. Again with Rafferty in front of him, and Rafferty does a fine job. Boy, what a good block he got. Leroy Selman made the tackle.
Rafferty got what is almost the impossible block. Watch 64, go outside, straighten him up, and get on the far side and cut the linebacker off even further. That is some kind of action.
Now is Andy Hawkins. That Rafferty blocked. And you just can't do it much better than that. That's directions to the airport.
It's a bad-looking chalkboard they got there.
Yeah.
Sort of seedy looking.
Doesn't look like Landry. Drew Pearson out wide to the right. And Tony Hill left. James Jones in at running back now. Jones number 23.
Last team with the ball may win this game, you know. Everybody gets a hold of it, can string together a 6-minute drive right now.
That's Aaron Mitchell over on the Dallas sideline. He doesn't look like he's all that much of a hitter, but they say he is.
Practice every time, it's the truth. But, you know, he says if you don't do that as a defensive back, I guess you should be a tennis pro or something.
You notice they haven't thrown in his direction much today.
No. He is rugged.
Second down 8 for Dallas at the Tampa Bay 31. And White, who's had good pass blocking throws. Doug Cosby, the intended receiver. Curtis Jordan hit him and jarred it loose. Cosby almost had it.
Good secondary, though. They'll take the big guys. They're treetop tall, you know, and go ahead and let them go up and get the ball and then cut them down. See if we can shake it loose before we come down with this thing.
Cosby is 6'6".
Oh, that is a good defense they play. Look, he's staying with the tackle all the way down, and Cosby almost caught it, didn't he?
Curtis Jordan, again, the defender who made that excellent play. See what's happening with the Redskins and the Raiders. Oakland by 10, fourth quarter. Pastorini and company. No matter where he goes, he wins. Dallas very fond of that result. The penalty marker down as Drew Pearson did make the catch. There's a catch. Thomas, the defender. Penalty marker down. Illegal motion, I think, is going to be called against the Cowboys.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Newsom moved early, was it? Number 30, it's in there. But, you know, if you had a great safe cracker, wouldn't he be Drew Pearson? Talk about a guy that knows exactly where he is. Maybe he sandpapers his fingertips. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea. I never heard a wide receiver described like that before.
Well, Tommy McDonald, you know, used to play with, used to sandpaper his. And
was he a safe cracker?
No, but he was a very fine catcher of the football with small hands. That's the thing you got to worry about.
Offside, offense, 80 and 88. Third down.
Both wide receivers offside. I don't think I've ever heard that either.
Both wide receivers off. Sounds like a cadence interruption or something. But
3rd and 13. Ball on the 36. White moves back into the shotgun. John Fitzgerald, the center, with a one-handed snap. Low. Blitz is on. He read it perfectly. And hit Butch Johnson. He is very near a first down.
Olay, boy. He gave himself up, too, Pat. Butch knew he was going to get dug as soon as he made the cut, and he stayed with the ball. He's not looking over his shoulder. No rearview mirror and all that. He knew he was going to take it. It's a great play.
It is just shy of a first down. Andy White had his shoes knocked off. Speaking of giving yourself up, I believe it's just shy of a first down. They're going to measure. Crowd, of course, wants them to go for it. About a foot. Now let's see. If they kick a field goal, the Bucs can tie them with a touchdown. If they get a touchdown, that means the Bucs have got to get 2.
They're going to go for it. I see Saldi in there, so we're going to go with 2 tight ends. Move a little Cosby and Solly are in there. Got 3 tight ends, maybe.
And Dupre.
Yep. How many teams are carrying 3 tight ends, I wonder?
Not many, but if you got 3 good ones, I guess it's good. Having a little trouble over on the sideline getting the yardage marker squared away. And that's the problem. That's the reason for the holdup at the moment.
You know, when that blitz comes, the receiver is the one that sort of keys it. He's the one that breaks off the pattern and gets into position to catch that ball.
And that's what Butch did. And they're going on 4th down. Will it be Newhouse or Dorsett? It's Newhouse. He's still on his feet, it's Newhouse. Newhouse inside the 20 to the 17. Breaking tackles is Robert Newhouse.
What an effort. The crowd is eating it up. It's like a nacho. Watch this. Short yardage, straight ahead. Jim Cooper did a great job, number 61. Broke down the whole side of the line. And old Stumpy came roaring out, didn't he?
Curtis Jordan finally made the tackle on Newhouse, and if he didn't, they'd be lining up for the extra point right now. Newhouse and Dorsett still the running back. 8.5 minutes left to play. This is Dorsett to the outside. Cannot get away from Aaron Brown, number 55. Took him down from behind.
Leroy Selman and company played the trap play so well that Tony Dorsett tried to sort of bounce outside. But boy, that Leroy Selman just closed it down. He met Rafferty about 1.5 yards this side of the line of scrimmage.
Don't forget how long this drive has been in action, and don't forget how it began with Charlie Waters' interception in his own end zone. Well, the Buccaneers would be in the lead right now. The score is 21-17, Dallas.
Less than 8 minutes left.
Ball's at the 18, 2nd and 11. White hits to Dorsett. Dorsett stays on his feet down to about the 10. Dave Logan, the nose tackle, came out to make the stop on Dorsett.
Again, I want to sort of reiterate what I said. This is a great tackling team that is missing some tackles on some people at high speed. That's Scott leading him out there. Number 33 is the one. Cotney is a good tackler. He just couldn't hang on to Dorsett.
Dorsett has carried 16 times. 15 times, I beg your pardon, 16. That's what we had. 16 for 86, I believe.
Hello, this is white knuckle time now.
7 minutes left to play. 3 tight ends again on 3rd down. White looks, throws. It'll be a jump ball. Dupree, touchdown.
Number 2 for 89. Willie Joe is back in town. Boy, Danny White really floated this nicely. Took a lot off of it. Let him run under it.
Number 41, Charlie Waters will hold. Number 1, Raphael Septien will try for the extra point. The Buccaneers have been able to move the football, though. Don't forget that. Septien is good. 28-17 is correct. We'll return to Texas Stadium after this word from your local station.
This is CBS.
After the 6 o'clock news, the Channel 4 newsroom takes on a different look. No, the Channel 4 news team hasn't gone home. They've moved to our other newsroom, the streets of the Metroplex. They're out covering the late-breaking news in Dallas and Fort Worth. It's part of our commitment to make Channel 4 News at 10 fresh, up to the minute, not just a rerun of the 6 o'clock news. Channel 4 News at 10. It's far more than an update.
Baker, come along. I was Newton. Right. You are the most organized fellow I've ever met.
Thank you, sir.
But you're always writing letters when you could get a lot more done on long distance.
Yeah, but I have to write things down before I feel organized.
Why not make notes for yourself in advance and follow them when you're on the phone? That way you have the organization of a letter plus the efficiency of long distance, hey? Huh?
Terrific idea. I'll make a note of it.
Long distance. It's the way to get things done today.
KDFW-TV, Channel 4, Dallas-Fort Worth.
Back in New York, I'm Brent Musburger with an update, and for the third time today, the Oakland Raiders have taken a 10-point lead over Washington. Here's how they did it on a 5-yarder, Pastorini to Chandler. And so with time running out, it is now 24-14. One other late score is just in. Seattle has closed to within 3. New England leads them 27-24 in the fourth. Now let's send you back to Pat Summerall and Tom Brookshire in Dallas.
The story at Texas Stadium. Dallas 28, Tampa 17. Raphael Septien to kick off. Gary Davis standing in the middle for the Buccaneers. Another good kick. Davis will return from 3 yards deep in his own end zone. Davis got some room. Gary Davis out to the 30. Good return. Dexter Clinkscale, the tackler. The scoring drive from Dallas, 80 yards after the interception by Waters. They kept it just over 7 minutes, 14 plays, and the touchdown, the 9-yard touchdown pass from Danny White to Billy Joe Dupree. By the way, this is the first game in which Danny White ever in his career as a pro has thrown 3 touchdown passes in the NFL, I should say.
And against a superb defensive team. You know, they're not playing a team that's in the second division or...
Buccaneers will put it up, and quickly. Gordon Jones takes the pass from Doug Williams.
We have roughing the passer after the throw and after the catch. A great pattern by number 84. He drives off. Watch Doug, a semi-roll. Now, this is when he's dangerous. Gets beyond Harvey Martin. And here comes the charge. It's roughing the passer, no doubt about it. A great route, though, by the receiver.
Roughing the passer call will be against Larry Bethea, I believe, number 76. And the Buccaneers snap right back, as they've done all day. All of a sudden, they've got a 1st and 10 at the Dallas 37. With 6.5 minutes and more left to play, 6:43 exactly.
Unnecessary roughness, number 78, defense, roughing the passer. First down.
Remember, they need 2 touchdowns to win the game.
78 is John Dutton. That's who the official said.
I think you were right.
I think it's Bethea. Whatever, it wasn't intentional. Doug Williams swings it out to Ricky Bell. Bob Brunig right out there with him and takes him down on a good open field tackle.
Bethea got Doug Williams again. We ever have trouble identifying somebody, let's ask Doug Williams. I bet you he knows who it is knocking him down. Quick slip screen to the left. They are getting penetration, though, Pat. Dallas is getting penetration across that line of scrimmage.
Bethea goes out. John Dutton comes in now to replace him. So it had to be Bethea. On 2nd down, they need 9+. Line of scrimmage is the Dallas 36. Cowboys lead 28-17. Williams throwing on almost every down now. Pressured by Too Tall Jones, but not too much. Incomplete pass, it is ruled as Charlie Waters comes up with a rebound. Jerry Eckwood, the intended receiver. Mike Hegman was with him.
Look at John McKay. He didn't even breathe till he saw that official's call on that. That would have done a no Rappo job right down the sidelines. Doug's not getting a lot of time in the pocket right now. The pocket is being splintered.
Eckwood comes out. Bell is in now. And it'll be 3rd and 9+ with 6:33 left to play now at the 36-yard line of Dallas.
Get that Giles. Get number 88. Put a rope on him.
No, that's the man that Williams will be looking for. Dallas blitz is all out. Williams throws high. And over the head of the intended receiver, Isaac Higgins. Steve Wilson back there with him as the Cowboys put the heat on Williams.
And good coverage by the young cornerback. He turned back to the inside, was looking for the flight of the ball, and is in pretty darn good position. Let's watch it. Oh, good isolated shot here. Okay, up we go. It's a 9. Looking for the ball. That's not bad. He's going to be a good one.
It didn't look as if either one of them ever saw the ball. It sailed out of bounds, so it was harmless anyway. Landry pacing up and down on 4th down. And 9, the Bucs will go for it. And again, look for Jimmy Giles again. The Cowboys show blitz. This time they don't. Gary Davis had the ball go right through his hand. He had the first down. He had the yardage. Williams hit him. Dallas 28, Tampa Bay 17.
When you can borrow money for the things you need, when you need them.
That's Trans-America Financial.
That's Trans-America. When you go to the movies, and you're glad you did.
That's United Artists.
That's Trans-America. When your property is well insured and your independent agent is understanding.
That's Trans-America Insurance.
The many companies in the Trans-America family all stand for just one thing. First-rate service at a fair price. That's Trans-America.
At about $4.50 a quart, this is one of the most expensive motor oils in the world. Or is it? If you drive 25,000 miles a year, the money you save on gas, oil changes, and oil filters alone can add up to $83. Up to $83 by switching from conventional 10W40 motor oil to synthetic Mobil 1. Mobil 1, the oil that saves you gas and more.
Saturday, go for a spin with the nation's best at the United States Roller Skating Championships. Next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
28 for Dallas, 17 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 6:22 left to play.
Pardon the expression. Will they sit on it? Will they just sit on it? Or will they go ahead and try to move the football?
I think they got to try to move it.
They better, you know. There's still six and a half minutes left.
That's Newhouse rolling outside the 40. About the 41 with another good second effort. Aaron Brown made the tackle, but Newhouse nevertheless got 6.
8 carries. He's come up with 35 yards. Pretty good day when you start out just watching, huh?
Ron Springs started the game, suffered a sprained ankle. And Newhouse has come in and done the job. Scored 1 touchdown. Danny White has thrown for the other 3. 2 to Billy Joe Dupree.
Well, it's great to get 5 on the first down if you're thinking keeping the ball, huh?
Pitches back to Dorsett, who scrambles, fumbles. Big stack up over on the other side of the field. And I believe Dallas got it back. Recovery by Billy Joe Dupree. Injured Buccaneer.
Here it is. Let's just see what happened. Dorsett again, always going for the extra yardage. Linebacker just stripped him of the ball.
Mike Washington is the Buccaneer defender who's down right there. We'll bring you up to date on what his condition is when we come back. 28-17.
Come, experience what lies beyond the sports car. American Motors introduces Eagle SX4, the new four-wheel drive sport machine. Eagle SX4 out-corners Trans Am in soft sand, out-accelerates Mustang Turbo in loose dirt, out-brakes MGB on dry pavement. Plus, the four-wheel drive Eagle SX4 beats them all in gas mileage. Experience driving in the fourth dimension with American Motors.
Take it easy. You know, I was known for working long and hard during training camp. Why, even after my teammates were asleep, I'd still be out practicing my moves, and that's still important. So I drink light beer from Miller. Light tastes great. It's got a third less calories than a regular beer, and the best thing is it's less filling. Because listen, I still train the same way as the old days. Practice, practice, practice.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Next Saturday, go trackside to the World Team Speedway Championships and rinkside to the U.S. Roller Skating Championships. 4:30 Eastern next Saturday on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
28-17 Dallas. Mike Washington left the field under his own power. It looked like he had something defective in both of his legs, but not his knees, which was always encouraging. It looked like he might have had a problem with his hamstring muscle.
Yep.
Maybe a cramp. So Rinaldi in motion. Gives to Newhouse. Does Danny White. He got a couple. And I believe a first down for Dallas.
Boy, the Tampa people knew you don't come into Texas Stadium for the home opener, and he treated royally. But to score this many points on a defense that had only given up 21 the first two games, it's quite an offensive afternoon, isn't it?
And you have to think, I think, without making excuses or without attempting to, that since they've lost 3 starters on defense, the Buccaneers have, that will take its effect. Clock shows 4.5 minutes left to play now. Dallas leading 28-17. First and 10 for the Cowboys. Dorsett behind Rafferty again. And again, Rafferty got a fine block.
Boy, he takes that last step when he gets into position to make the block and stays right through with it. He walks right through people. And that final step is what makes either a good blocker or a good tackler.
2 from the 45-yard line. Clock still running. 4 minutes. Seattle, New England still at it. And they're really at it. 31-30. Seahawks over the Patriots. Fourth quarter.
Got to be the most unpredictable team ever, right? That Seattle bunch?
I'll say. Second down, they need about 3. Here's Dorsett. He'll have it. Or very nearly have it. Andy Hawkins made the tackle.
Dallas laying a little wood on that line now. Begin to bang people, and looks like Tampa Bay has been on the field a long time. That defense has been out there for those long drives. That takes a lot out of you.
And that's precisely, of course, what Dallas would like to do, just keep the ball on the ground and keep it rolling.
Turnovers were large, too, though, weren't they? Waters' interception in the end zone turned the game upside down, didn't it?
Tampa Bay was in a position at that time to take the lead back from Dallas. It was 21-17 when Waters picked it off in the end zone. A scrambling pass from Williams intended for Giles. Here's Doug Williams.
I like his style.
Have to. Dorsett checks out. Newhouse is the lone setback. They have 3 wide receivers and 2 tight ends. Newhouse gets the call. Newhouse to the outside, struggles. Just can't get out of it this time.
I guess we've said it before, but there have been a couple of football players, ball carriers in this league, great ones, and Robert Newhouse is right in that category, that seem to get hit harder than anybody else. Larry Brown was one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every step of the way was torture, but some thrive on it. I think Newhouse has always been that way.
I think probably it has something to do with their struggle to get extra yards, and they struggle to stay on their feet. And as a result, they stay upright and undefended sometimes. 2.5 minutes left to play. It'll be 2nd and 11 as Dallas leads the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28-17. And now they call a timeout as the 30-second clock was about to nail them anyway. So they'll go over and have their conference right now, leading with what appears to be a comfortable margin, 11.
But when, Senator?
To that I reply, all things come to him that waits.
Senator, at Shearson Loeb Rhodes, we disagree.
Shearson Loeb Rhodes?
Well, it's one of America's fastest growing investment firms. Really? Well, instead of waiting, Shearson believes in making good things happen.
But who could make good things happen for me?
Well, for you and over 3,000 new clients a week, the answer is Shearson.
I heartily agree.
When the question is money, the answer is Shearson.
Because Subaru doesn't think four-wheel drive is only for the rich, we present the open-back Subaru Brat, America's lowest-priced four-wheel drive fun car, and the Subaru Hatchback, America's lowest-priced four-wheel drive functional car. Both go from front to four-wheel drive at the flick of a lever, and both get more miles per gallon than any other four-wheel drive cars in America, the Subaru Hatchback and the Subaru No-Back.
Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas. Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire. The Cowboys lead the Bucs 28-17. 2 minutes, seconds left to play. 3 touchdown passes by Danny White. 1 rushing for Robert Newhouse. That's the Dallas scoring.
Boy, Dallas really needed this, though. There were a lot of people in town that were getting ready to say, uh-oh, it's one of those building years. But they haven't lost an opening game at home here since, what, 74? Am I correct? The Giants beat them?
To the Giants, 14-6, back in 1974.
Back in 02.
Second and 11 for number 11, Danny White. Sparkling job today. 19 out of 29, 3 touchdowns. Out to Dorsett. Dorsett struggling to get out of the grasp of Leroy Selman. That's a tough grasp to break.
Great story on Leroy Selman is that, remember when Seattle and Tampa had the coin toss? And Seattle took Niehaus, and Leroy Selman went down to Florida.
They've been very happy about it ever since. 28-17, the Cowboys.
Copier companies have been introducing small copiers with a very interesting claim.
It's just as good as a Xerox.
It's just as good as a Xerox. Then one day...
this compact copier is very versatile. It even copies on your own letterhead. It's inexpensive, but best of all...
I know, it's just as good as a Xerox.
It is a Xerox.
The Xerox 2600, the compact copier that really is just as good as a Xerox.
Ooh, new Subaru, got the brains and the beauty too. Put together like a great car should. Oh, that Subaru sure looks good. Ooh, new Subaru, got the brains and the beauty too. Subaru is today inexpensive and built to stay that way. Subaru, got the brains and the beauty too.
60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety following football, except on the West Coast, where it'll be seen following the presidential debates.
It's at 10 o'clock Eastern time, right?
I believe that's correct.
It's competitive.
There's the story on what's coming up tonight. The important thing is that you will see it in its entirety. Danny White this time operates from the shotgun. The 2-minute warning has been given. The ball is at the Tampa Bay 41. White looks for more. He has Tony Hill. And Tony Hill hurt his ankle or something.
Boy, what a throw.
As he was hit just as he went out of bounds.
What a throw. You know, Danny White might look better in the shotgun than he does taking the snap from center. He looks like he's very much at ease getting that extra second or so. I think Tony might have been having something taped up. He's getting quite a hand up.
He was hurt earlier, went back to the huddle, stayed in the game, but this time he exits. And Butch Johnson will get some playing time. Butch scored the first Dallas touchdown, by the way.
He's just been trying to get in the game for a couple of 3 years. Every time he gets in the game, he does something. Remember Super Bowl 12? It's one of the great catches, I guess, in football history. Roger the Dodger to Butch Johnson.
Butch Johnson. A minute 52. Dallas, by the way, is 9 out of 12 on third down conversions. And that is abnormally high.
What preparation goes into that? So many meetings during the week, you think you're in Congress.
Mike Ditka standing in front of Tom Landry, Danny White over there. A minute 52 left to play.
Ditka hadn't hit anybody yet today, has he? He usually gets somebody comes flying into the bench.
Well, the day's not over yet.
That's right.
28-17 Dallas. Both teams have looked very, very strong offensively today.
And, you know, Tampa has some injuries, as you said. Crowder and Dewey Selman, there's no doubt about it that those are tremendous losses, but they are still a great defensive team, and it even makes this team look better on offense.
Can't forget about Cedric Brown being out also. Good secondary man, good safety man. So 3 out of the 11 that normally start for the Buccaneers on defense are absent. fumble, and the Buccaneers have it back, or did for a moment. They're struggling to get up. Yes, they do have it back as the Buccaneer offensive unit comes onto the field. 1:43. David Lewis made the recovery, but the Bucs will have the football with 1:43 left to play. Down 28-17.
A bright red fire truck, a blue calliope, a yellow moon, a pink balloon, a golden Dixie jamboree. Yes, America's true colors come through on GE.
GE TV brings you America's true colors, vivid and lifelike. And with GE's special VIR2 circuit, the color is automatically adjusted.
Yes, America's true colors come through on GE. GE, we bring good things to life.
Because Subaru doesn't think four-wheel drive is only for the rich, we present the open-back Subaru Brat, America's lowest price four-wheel drive fun car, and the Subaru Hatchback, America's lowest price four-wheel drive functional car. Both go from front to four-wheel drive at the flick of a lever, and both get more miles per gallon than any other four-wheel drive cars in America, the Subaru Hatchback and the Subaru No-Back.
Texas Stadium on a hot Texas afternoon as watch the Cowboys bounce from being behind to take the lead over the Buccaneers 28-17.
Well, we've heard about what a good 2-minute quarterback this young man is, Doug Williams. Let's see what he does in 1:43.
Doug Williams back with lots of time. Intended for Obradovich, who couldn't quite find the handle. Executive producer of this game and NFL football on CBS is Charles Milton III. That's Chuck, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know he was the third.
Perry Smith has produced, and that's always fun.
Great pictures by Mr. Tony Verna.
As always, too. And the rest of the fellows who make this such an enjoyable afternoon for us, and we hope for you.
And Mike Hagan, our young former Dallas Cowboy man, who's keeping my stats here for me.
Williams, as Harvey Martin looked for a minute like he had some pressure on him. Kevin House, the intended receiver.
Look around, look around. I hear footsteps and there's someone near. Are you kidding? Poor Doug Williams must wonder, what is this? Maybe we'll get it all out of our system this one game. He's at least 5 passes, 6 passes have been dropped.
Those of you who've been watching Green Bay lose to Los Angeles, welcome to Texas Stadium. Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire. The situation here is Dallas 28, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 17. It's 3rd and 10, a minute and a half left to play. The Bucs have the ball at their own 24. Doug Williams steps up into the pocket, gets it out to Ricky Bell. Bell fights for first down yardage, will not quite have it.
Wow.
Randy White chasing down the field.
Boy, what a beautiful movement inside the pocket, though, by Doug, huh?
60 minutes will be seen. All of it following football, except on the West Coast, where it'll be seen following the presidential debates. And you'll see all of 60 minutes.
Dick Vermeil probably had a party with the staff over today, and since they weren't playing, I imagine he's taping this game. He's probably already going with X's and O's, you know?
I'm disappointed to hear that. I thought he worked all the time.
At home, he's even working. He's all football. That's going to be some meeting, though, when Dallas finally runs into Philadelphia.
Meantime, they have to play the New York Giants tomorrow night. Those Eagles do. Yes. Are they as good as the scores would indicate so far?
The Giants, you mean?
No.
The Eagles?
The Eagles.
Yeah, they're the best prepared team I think I've ever seen.
Well, that's a pretty good start. Minute 19 left to play here at Texas Stadium as Doug Williams over for a visit with the offensive coordinators under John McKay. That's Bill Johnson, one of them.
I'll tell you one thing, with young Phil Simms, New York's going to split with some teams in this league, in this division in particular, that don't think it's possible. He is a dynamic young quarterback.
He can throw it. If you haven't seen him yet.
I'm really impressed with number 12, aren't you? Number 11 for Dallas, number 12, but
Doug Williams.
Boy, I'd say. He is a quarterback.
A lot of poise. Both of them. Gordon Jones comes out wide to the left. There goes Isaac Hagan out to the right. Again, Williams rolls out. Going to take off. Penalty marker down. Williams goes out of bounds over and collides with Landry. There was a time that Mr. Landry would tackle with a vengeance.
Like last week. I wouldn't run into the bench when they were playing Denver, would you?
No. A lot of people forget what a good defensive back Tom Landry was in his days with the Giants.
The preliminary signal offside against the Cowboys.
Let's see what the ruling is now. 28-17. The Buccaneers, if things stay like they are, will be 2-1. And Dallas will be 2-1.
The Zebra's going to give it to us.
Offside, defense, number 78. First down. No, it's...
Offside, defense, number 78.
78. On defense offside, John Dutton.
Showed a lot of hustle today, hadn't he?
Yes, he has. Again, the same offensive setup as Higgins goes out wide to the right. Jones is split to the left. Harvey Martin all over Doug Williams. Harvey took the inside route. Made it work.
Doug will not give up that ball, you know. That's the one thing he might learn a little bit. You know, he's going to have to either put it away or throw it up here in the press box. He's going to get hurt if he stays under that ball too long.
A minute 10 left. Danny White, in the event he does not come back, had a sensational day. 21 out of 31 and 3 touchdowns. 2 to Billy Joe Dupree, 1 to Butch Johnson. Bruce Thornton has replaced Harvey Martin at defensive right end now. And Bruce picked off by Dennis Thurman. And Thurman swings down inside the Tampa Bay 20-yard line. Down to about the 19 where the Cowboys.
And of course they got Thurman from USC, right? If there's any irony, I guess that could be considered some.
Let's quickly run down some of the other scores. Final 27, Detroit over St. Louis. San Francisco beat the Jets. They're still unbeaten, 37-27. Other scores, let's see. Pittsburgh lost to Cincinnati 30-28. Field goal in the last second did that. Miami defeated Atlanta 20-17. They're 2-1 now. The Dolphins are. Cleveland 20, Kansas City 13. Buffalo over New Orleans 35-26. All these, by the way, are final scores. Houston 21, Baltimore 16. The Colts had some chances, but settled for a lot of field goals. Los Angeles 51, Green Bay 21.
It's Doug Williams they're helping off. That was the player knocked out on tackling the interceptor.
This one is still going. This is not a final. Oakland 24, Washington 21. Doug Williams looks like a problem with the right eye. San Diego 30, Denver 13 in the fourth quarter. Boy, that's a surprise.
How about making the tackle after the interception?
New England 37, Seattle 31, fourth quarter. That's the wild one. Well, Doug Williams, as we've said over and over, as he heads now for the locker room, with a cut over his right eye, it appears. 59 seconds left to play. Dallas has a first down just inside the 20 of Tampa Bay. Set, and that carry for what looks to be about 2 yards would put him over 100 for the day if our records are correct.
Over a 5-yard average, and he sneaks up on you. Only had 32 at half, huh?
28-17, the Cowboys over Tampa. Boy, this NFC Eastern race is going to be something. It's not going to be something in the Central and the West as well.
And the quarterbacks that we thought were not there, we're finding out are here. Young Williams and Danny White. Jaworski is out of sight right now. Maybe the best quarterback in football.
Dallas with the clock still running now. Cowboys 28-17 will be 2-1. They use too much time. As you know, you have 30 seconds to get the ball in action. And the clock ran out on the Dallas Cowboys.
Would you ever like to see the two teams shake hands like they do in hockey when the series is over or anything? You ever thought about that?
Not really.
Be pretty dangerous sometimes.
Yes, I think.
Delay of the game. Offense, number 11, second down.
Number 11. Seven seconds, one more play is probably all. Buccaneers will leave a couple hours after this game is over and head back for the Tampa Airport.
Sure hope Mr. Culverhouse is feeling better.
We do. Danny White just kneels. And now they're shaking hands. That's what you wanted.
I like that. I think that's great. You know, when it's over with, it's over. You got to load it up and do it again next week.
Now, you know, as I think back, it's been a long time. I know there's Tom Landry, but when the Eagles and the Giants played, I don't remember you ever coming and shaking my hand.
Are you serious? There's no way. You were on the other team. I could barely shake hands with the guys on my team.
28-17 is going to be the final. 5 seconds left on the clock.
Illegal motion, offense refused, third down.
It'll be third down.
Illegal motion, offense refused.
And Tom Landry has once again won the home opener at Texas Stadium as the Cowboys have defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28-17. Texas Stadium sold out today on a hot afternoon. Very hot, but as we were told from players from both teams, we're used to the heat.
And both teams came with shoulder pads and hit well, Patrick.
They certainly did. They both were able to move the football. Let's go to New York. CBS Control and Brent Musburger.